In this video, traders, we're looking at trading drills. Number one, trading naked. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so a lot of prop firms will put you through trading drills, and this is pretty much aimed at day traders, scalpers. However, I've adapted it slightly and added a few little extras that you can do as a swing trader to use the same kind of idea, but just adapted it slightly for a swing trading perspective. So these are trading drills that you do to learn as a trader. Now, obvious thing is to do these on a demo to see how we're getting on. If you're brave, you can do them on a very, very small account. The point is with all these drills is you're doing something extreme to get you to kind of change your habit or to get you to highlight good and bad aspects of your trading. No way you're suggesting the drills is how you kind of trade in the future, or you never know, you might find yourself really, really lucky and the trading drills really highlight a great way of you trading and you can implement that. But the important thing is you're getting data from doing something and stripping out other stuff. So in this one, trading naked. What do I mean? So if we're looking from a prop trading perspective, with day trading perspective, that means you have no charts at all. You have no indicators. You just have your price ladder only. So if you're a day trader, just looking at your market depth or your price ladder, your DOM, whatever you want to call it, your bid, your offer, price going through. You're allowed to have time and sales. You can see the volume coming through, you can see the price, you can see the time, you can see whether it was traded on the bid or the offer, and you obviously volume allowed because you'll see the time and sales coming through. And volume allowed, you can see the volume stacked up. If you're trying to use a histogram on the side of your market depth, that's fine as well, but no charts. So the idea of this is you're purely looking at price. Now, you may say, okay, this is for scalpers only. And yes, this is what it was geared for. It's geared for those who could just see supply, demand flowing through the order book to hone in those tape reading skills. However, there is a couple of adaptations. Get to the swing trading in a second. Let's stick with the day trading, but not quite as active. You can, before your market, you can say, hey, these are the 4 areas I want to do business. I look to get long below X or below $10. I'm going to draw it up for you guys, okay? So let's say you have decided, hey, you know what? I don't mind getting shorts anywhere above here, and let's say this is 10,000, just for argument's sake, right? 10,000, whatever market we're trading. You know, I'm looking to kind of buy a break of here, or how price responds here to whatever this may be. This would be kind of 9,950. You know, I'm looking to buy at a level here, which is 9,800. I'm just arbitrarily making up the levels, but you get the point. The point is you've got maybe 4 or 5 levels only where you've got a trading plan around. So if the market gets to 9,800, you bring up this, you get rid of all your charts and you focus on trading naked. In other words, you look for that supply demand shift. You look to see how volume is interacting with price, and you try to gauge. You already know from your prior homework that this is a level you want to do business at, whether that is selling a breakout, as we talked about that one there, whether that is buying it here for a bounce off support, whatever it may be, whatever your thesis is, you're then looking at this to prove or disprove your thesis. And that might be, hey, I want to buy under this. So you may then be looking for the supply demand balance to shift at some point under that. And again, not using charts, not using it, nothing else other than the price ladder and the time and sales to make that trading decision. Might seem extreme, but it's going to give you, if this is kind of the way you want to trade, day trading a bit more actively, it's going to give you an insight into how markets move in terms of very short-term supply demand shifts that you can see on that time and sales and on that tape. Now, to add to that concept, we can take it and use it a little bit of a different way, and we can say, hey, swing trading, let's take the concept. We're not obviously going to be looking at time and sales, not looking at market depth, not looking at the dome. We're going to be looking at our chart still, but we're going to restrict ourselves. We're going to give ourselves that naked restriction still, but maybe not as naked as if we're trading the market depth. And those rules are, we've got no indicators on our chart, so nothing at all. No moving averages, no stochastics, no RSI, nothing to lean on, and 3 time frames maximum. So in other words, you're allowed to pick your 3. So that may be daily, there might be a 15-minute, it might be a 1 minute, it might be a daily, a 4-hourly, 1-hourly. Whatever it is, you're not allowed to look at anything else to make a decision. You're not allowed to look at any correlated market to make a decision. You're not to suddenly go down to a 1 minute when you've only allocated yourself a 5 minute. You're not allowed to go outside the boundaries. You have no indicators and you're purely looking at price. Again, this is a lesson in supply and demand. It's a lesson as well of sticking with the rules you've set for yourself. If you find yourself, this is another thing about these drills, guys. There's an important purpose to it, but it's also a secondary purpose of, hey, if you can't stick to the rules of a drill, you need to address that problem before you go out and start to try and make some real money in trading. Because if you can't stick to basic rules of a drill, like, hey, I'm going to look at 3 time frames max, I'm not going to put any indicators in your chart, and you find yourself just looking at another time frame, or looking at this, or looking at that, or flicking up a chart quickly to make a decision, you're missing the point. And that's a secondary benefit to doing these drills. It's discipline, instilling the discipline. But the primary benefit is that you take a look at the results and you say, hey, listen, I was quite good at actually picking an entry using this strategy. I traded far less because I felt a little bit more cautious about what I was doing when I was using this swing trading strategy. And so, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm going to implement this because I'm making myself overconfident when I give myself more information. Whereas in reality, I'm trading less with this because I'm being more cautious. I'm waiting for real things to line up perfectly for me. So this is something to look at, guys. This trading naked drill, obviously from a day trading perspective or on the market depth, from a swing trading perspective, a slight different flavor on it, but 2 benefits. One is the data you get from it from a trading perspective, and secondary benefit is just instilling that discipline in you, which regardless of the type of time frame trader you are, is only going to benefit you. All right, guys, thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. See you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.